Hello? Okay.
Hello?
I think we'll be okay. Our
Hello?
audio... Yes. I'm watching too much that 70s show.
Why did they say that?
Yeah, Eric says, yes.
Oh.
Yes. I don't know.
I just watched a movie with him in it.
Really?
Yeah, that actor.
Topher Grace.
Topher, that's right. I wanted to call him Tobin. That's not right. Topher.
It's like tofu with an I
always thought it was like Christopher, but without the Chris. Topher.
Oh my god, I never thought of it like that.
Christopher
without the Chris. Topher. Oh gosh. Thank you, Kennedy and Brooks, for the jungle juice.
Yes.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it really is. It's like a mixture of a bunch of good fruits.
Ooh, so yummy. Coconutty.
Coconut.
Okay, I need to stop fucking with that.
No.
Here, we'll do this.
Oh, really? Okay.
So you can't see mine.
Oh, right. Sure. But aren't we going to talk at the same time?
Oh.
You could just grab it and flip it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've clearly rehearsed.
Oh, yeah.
We've done this once or twice.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Sorry. Just needed to check the time for no reason.
Hello?
What are you drinking? Oh, yeah, we already did yours. I'm drinking
jungle juice.
a Bush Light apple.
Bush.
It tastes pretty good.
I don't think it tastes good.
It tastes like Red's apple ale to me, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like beer.
Yeah, but Red's apple's cider though, right? Is that the difference, or is that also beer?
It's also beer.
Oh.
It's like what do they call those? Like malt liquors.
Don't know.
Don't quote me. I don't know anything. I'm dumb.
I took a sip and nah, still tastes too much like beer for me.
Yeah, it's the Blue Mountains. So today,
those ones don't change color, do they? When they're the perfect temperature.
Does that happen?
Remember those bottles? Those cans? No. They advertised that the peaks would.
Oh, really?
Change a certain color when they were just at the right temperature.
Oh. No, I don't remember that.
Am I making that up?
No.
Never. It's true.
We don't have our fact checkers, so everything's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
Today we are going to talk about injuries because this one has been injury prone lately.
Yeah, lately. I don't know what it is. Turning 26, probably. Just everything's coming at me. Boom. Yeah. I don't know. I hurt myself last Sunday. Not too terribly bad, but...
What'd you do? You want to start off with that?
Yeah, I guess we could work backwards. That's fine. So last Sunday, I'm going out to our ice cream store to help out. And I was riding with my parents in the back of their Jeep.
A two-door Jeep.
Yes, they have a little two-door Jeep. And I was getting out of the back seat. And we have, like, running boards, but they're rusted. So I was trying to, like, step over them and, like, land firmly on the ground, you know? And so kind of, like, hop out of the Jeep.
That's not good.
Yeah, none of it was good. But I thought I didn't want to hurt myself by, like, breaking the run thing and then having a rust go and maybe having, you know, issues with
tetanus
that. Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
You know? So I was like, okay, I'll just go to the ground. And then my foot got stuck in my mom's, so she was the passenger. My mom's seatbelt didn't fully roll up. It just, like, caught my foot, and then I noticed it was happening, and I was like, oh, no. And then I, like, tumbled out and, like, slammed my foot that was tangled into the seatbelt on the ground. And
ouch.
It was all just very strange. And I had, like, just a little road burn on my other leg, and I was screaming in pain because it hurt a lot. And just, like, crying like a little bitch on the side of the road. And, like, people were stopping. They're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, my family's here with me. I'm fine. And they wouldn't let me get up. They didn't want me to move it in case it was broken, which I get, but also, like, I don't know. I'm a big baby. And so they called the ambulance. Oh, my God. It was so embarrassing. Having, like, this skinny kid try and lift me onto the gurney.
Oh, my gosh. You were on a gurney?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was embarrassing. And it did hurt. And my blood pressure was through the roof. He, like, had to try taking my blood pressure 4 times. He's like, maybe this cuff is wrong, and then put a new cuff on it.
It was that bad, and he's like, this must be faulty equipment.
Yeah, it was that. And then
Holy
he's like,
shit.
our system's not up and running. We just can't get a good reading. And I was like, no,
That's
it's probably just fucking high. Like, real high.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then he, like, said, your pulse is kind of quick. And I was like, yeah.
Why wouldn't it be?
I'm sorry, I'll take deep breaths and try and calm myself. But eventually, I got to the hospital. They checked me out, took x-rays. Nothing's broken, so that was a plus. Just really sprained, really swollen. So that's the same thing. Yeah. Rest, elevate, ice, all that good stuff. And yeah, but yeah, it just happened to me, and I'm not proud of it. Not proud.
It's only been, a week, right?
Yeah,
so
just under a week, yeah.
You got some more to go.
Yeah,
Several more weeks.
I'm moving around. It's still a little bit hard because my foot doesn't want to bend any more like you normally would walk, It doesn't like this motion.
Yeah.
So I'm babying it, and I need to not.
Well, can the brace, inhibit that movement, though?
Yeah, I was walking without it for a while.
Oh.
Yeah. I was on my feet yesterday for a long time because Brandon and I went shopping, and I had to return some stuff, and so, the blood just rushed down there.
Oh, I bet that hurts.
It hurt, and I couldn't keep my shoe on, and it was just a nightmare, really. But
did you use your crutches when you were out? No.
I haven't used them since Wednesday. I think that's a good thing. I gave myself a nice bruise with the crutches.
I've never had to use crutches, but I've messed around with them before,
Messed
somebody,
around.
And they hurt so bad.
They hurt. They're not helpful to me at all.
Yeah.
It's just not helpful. I don't think I could do it for a long term.
Give me a wheelchair before I get crutches, please.
They're like, do you want to wheel out the door to the car? And I was like, no, I can do it on the crutches, ma'am. And I got to the door, or barely into the hallway, and she's like, you're not doing that right. You're not doing it. She followed me, gave me a lesson while I was leaning on my mom.
I feel like a lot of people probably don't use crutches properly.
And I've had crutches before, so I was thinking I could do it. I'm like, no, I got it. I
got this.
She's like, do you want to sit down? Do you need a break?
She's watching you like she doesn't got this.
She didn't like me because I didn't follow her rules. We weren't allowed to have anyone back there with me. And I didn't have anything. I didn't have my phone. I didn't have anything on me. And they asked for my insurance card and all that, and I was like, I don't
How am I supposed to give you that shit? I don't have it.
I don't have it, and my parents are out there, and
you won't let them in.
And I don't have a phone to go get them, so figure it out. And then she came back after she left, and my dad was in there. She was
gosh.
Wait, what's happening? What is going on in here? COVID is still a thing. And I was like, I'm hurt, so gotta have someone here. Sorry.
So he just knew to come in, or somebody asked him to come in?
No, he just knew.
Oh, okay.
He just walked back there. He's like, I asked her, she opened the door, I went in, and then I walked around until I found you.
Hell yeah.
I was like, okay, Dad.
Good timing. I needed you.
I needed you. Yeah, so anyway.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't broken.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Reminds me of when didn't your dad break his ankle? Is that what happened to your dad? And he was trying to step over the gas pump hose when he was filling up, right? And tripped. And kind of like you tripped
stayed
on.
like this, and his body twisted, and his foot was just lying.
Oh.
Basically, what?
When
it's straight, when your foot's straight up, his was like this.
Yeah.
They had to cut his shoe off.
Oh my God. Like,
yeah,
that was a process.
Fucked it up, yeah. He has rods in his ankle now, and he lives in constant pain.
Really? It still hurts?
Yeah, he said so. Well, I mean, it's bearable, but he takes Advil or something every day.
He's definitely, he walks normal funny. Now. Oh, you think he walks funny? I don't think he walks funny.
Maybe he compensates for it.
Oh. I don't notice that he walks funny. Maybe I'm just not paying attention.
Maybe it's just his normal saunter, but I know he's changed it. You know?
Yeah. Wow.
What's your most recent injury?
I haven't been hurt in a while.
Jeez. Well, in a while.
Well, okay. So I would say it was when I hurt my back the most recent time, because I've done it many times.
Hurt my back.
Okay, so a lot of my injuries... Okay, a lot of the early injuries when I was a kid were, like, actual injuries.
Yeah.
A lot of the more recent, it's just I'm old. I'm just getting old. I've just got the sad old pains, but...
Sad old pains.
When was that?
You were still working at the post office.
Yeah, I was working at the post office. It was over a holiday, like, right before a holiday weekend. When's Labor Day weekend?
September.
That makes sense. Something like that. And... Clay and I were out working on...
Has it been that long already?
I know. That's why I'm like, is it... I guess so, though. Yeah, because I quit there in February, so I think it was September. But... And because it was nice out, we were trying to take the doors off of my Jeep and replace the... So, like, the doors have pins, and they slide into bushings. And the bushings on my Jeep were really... corroded, and they needed replaced so that you could easily take off the doors when you want to. And we got, like, the first 2 doors in the front we had already worked on prior, so they kind of came off a little more easy. But the back doors, yeah, I have a 4-door. So the back 2 doors were giving us hell. And we got well, in my car, it's the rear driver, but it's normally like the rear passenger. We got that door off. It took a while. And we get around to the passenger, because I have a right-hand drive, the passenger rear. And we could not get that door off. And we were just like, because you lift it up to get the pins out of the bushings. And... we were struggling so hard. I actually got blood blisters, like, instantly, because, like, I was using too much force. Oh, she's so cute.
Fucked you.
Yeah, she's rolling around. I was using my hands and not cushioning them with anything under, and they were just blood blisters all across, and I don't know how to lift with my legs, apparently, and I just lift with my back, and... I remember we just so much force, and we finally got it. Afterwards, I was in the shower, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my back really, like, it was not terrible yet, but I could tell it hurt pretty bad, and I'm like, fuck. And I thought maybe it'll be fine in the morning. Like, at that point, it hadn't hurt too bad. I went to a dermatologist appointment later that day, and I remember thinking, like, maybe I shouldn't have come here. My back really hurts. Oh, and the next day, that happened on a Tuesday. I remember. That happened on a Tuesday. And then Wednesday was probably the worst day ever, because I went to the dermatologist, got a treatment on my bottom of my foot, those warts, and so I couldn't walk on it because it was so painful. And then my back, I could not get comfortable. I couldn't straighten my back, so I was very hunched over. And I was trying to stretch because I thought maybe that would help. And I was miserable all day. And the next day was Thursday, and I woke up, and it was even worse. I'm like, fuck. So I called my chiropractor. I'm like, I hurt my back. And she's like, come in. Like, come in right now.
I hurt my back. Get in here.
Yeah. She's like, was it a car accident? Like, they always ask, like, was it an accident? Did you fall? Car accident? I'm like, no. I told her what happened. I'm just an idiot.
No, but it does involve a car.
There was a car involved. So I went, and it was so embarrassing because I needed to lay flat on my stomach on the table and trying to, like, get into position and lay. I'm like, like just like trying to like flatten out. It was just like, take your time. Aww. And she had to put blocks under my hips and like push my spine apart, kind of, I think. I don't know. She pushes down around like your tailbone, kind of, and then up on your back. And she told me it sounded like I had a bulging disc.
It sounded like she could hear it?
Or
she's just like, by what you told her?
Your symptoms. Like, she's like, does it hurt? Can you straighten your back, or does that hurt? And I'm like, I cannot straighten my back. And she's like, does it hurt when you sneeze or cough? I'm like, very much. Very, very much. Oh. So she's like, after, looking at me and doing all of that, she's like, I think you just have a bulging disc, which is, she kind of did like an analogy of if you have like a jelly donut and these are like, say the donuts between the vertebrae in your back. And she said if you squish them like a donut, the jelly kind of starts to want to come out. And when you have a bulging disc, the jelly bulges out of like towards coming out of the the donut, but doesn't. With a herniated disc, it, like, jelly comes out, you're fucked. Like, that's really bad.
Ooh.
So,
jelly comes out, you fucked.
You fucked it, the jelly comes out. That's, like, surgery and stuff. Like, that's not good. So, I'm happy I didn't do that, but it was so painful, and now, like, I think I've compromised my back even more. Because I've had back problems for quite a while, which is really sad.
It makes me want to, like,
I know,
fix
I'm like,
my posture.
Instantly, I'm like, my posture is shitty. Have back problems, and now I have that history of a bulging disc, and now I feel like I gotta be really careful when I lift things. I'm realizing I have limits, When you're a kid, you just
you're
are
not
like...
Superwoman.
I know. And it sucks. I want to be stronger. I want my back to be stronger, but I haven't done shit to strengthen my back. Just done shit to make it worse.
Right,
so,
yeah.
That was the most recent where I really hurt myself.
With your back, too.
Yeah. And the next day... No. That day I was going to the chiropractor was Thursday. I drove my Jeep, and on the way, it overheated.
Oh, my God.
And I was just having... It was the worst, because I got to the chiropractor... and found out that my radiator was completely empty. There was no coolant in it at all. And because I knew something was going on.
Bad day.
Bad day. My heat wasn't working. And, but the reservoir for the coolant was fine. I didn't know to look in the radiator as well. So I called my mechanic. He told me to look in the radiator. I couldn't get the cap off because I couldn't push, like... Because the cap...
I have no idea what the radiator is or what it looks like. So I would be a damsel in distress. Well, like, look in the radiator and I'd be like, no.
I don't know. Radiator has coolant. It cools your engine. I don't know. But I couldn't
push. You know where it is.
Yeah, I knew where it was. I couldn't push enough with enough
with your
pressure
back?
with my back to open it.
Of course.
So I called my dad. He came. He opened it. It was empty. He drove me to AutoZone. We put coolant in it. But I just was like, I called work. And I could not have imagined trying to work that weekend.
Yeah.
I was supposed to work Friday, Saturday.
Packages and...
Just lifting.
Yeah,
any sort of lifting. Yeah, sitting in the car. And I got a doctor note from her, but they were pissed.
Don't mean shit.
They were pissed. And it was, of course, a holiday weekend. I didn't do shit. Like, I truly did not enjoy that weekend. It's not like I took off. They were probably like, how convenient.
Yeah.
Holiday weekend. She hurts her back. She's 24 years old or 25 years old.
Yeah.
Like, sure. No, it really happened.
I know. I saw you a few days after that, and you were still kind of like...
It took a while.
Still kind of looking like crippled, and I was like, oh my gosh, you look so like hurtful. And
you should have seen the day after
I was like,
that.
you should have seen her a few days ago.
Yeah.
It was bad. She was at a right angle.
Truly. And it took weeks before it felt like I could still slightly feel it for weeks.
Ugh.
It was a really bad time. So I got to be more careful. Sorry, that's my bracelet.
Okay. Sorry, I just got to check on those dogs. You never know what they're up to.
I don't know what's after that. We can Go in whatever order. We can go back to the beginning if you want.
Let's go back to the beginning. I don't even know what I said my first. Oh. I don't know that it's my first, but I was maybe 8 years old. My mom was at drill for the weekend. She was in the Air Force. And my dad, he wasn't watching us like super crazily. And we were outside and it was winter. And it was probably like a year after my brother had tried snowboarding down the slide and knocked his front tooth out.
Oh my God.
Like clean out. Wasn't bleeding. Ooh. Tooth in the snow.
Was that already an adult tooth? Had he already
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got a screw in too now.
Shit.
Yeah. So this is like a year after that maybe. And we were still out on that same playground. And he pushed me down the slide. And it looked like just a mound of snow. So we were just going to go into the mound of snow.
No.
But there was a frozen milk crate hiding under that snow. And I went head first into this. And I turned around and it's like all blood. And he's like, don't cry. That older sibling just, don't cry. Don't cry. You're okay. You're fine. And then he takes me up to the house and my dad's like, what happened?
No.
And he tells him the story and he's like, oh my God, we had to go right now. Oh no, we waited until my mom got home.
Oh shit.
And she's like, why didn't you take her to the hospital? She needs stitches. Like, I'm still bleeding. And he's like, we wanted to wait for you. We didn't know what to do. I thought it was going to stop bleeding.
Dad didn't know what to do.
It's like, I thought it would stop. And so my mom and like my dad and my brother all drove together to the hospital. I had like 8 stitches.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Along the bottom?
Along my neck. Along my chin. Yeah.
You don't see it. I had no idea.
Just a little scar left.
Sorry, I'm just watching. Dogs.
Yes.
Is that your only stitches?
I think so, yeah. I think that's the only time I've gotten stitches. I think.
Yeah, I've only gotten stitches once.
It was something else.
That's craziness.
I was terrified when they were doing it. I was like,
uh-huh.
Oh my God, no, I don't want this.
Well, mine's more embarrassing. Mine's really embarrassing.
Okay, yes. Your stitches.
Okay.
Stitches.
Mine's embarrassing because I have stitches in my, like, bikini line. So I was, like, pants, like, no pants, no underwear.
God. How old were you?
I think, like, 7.
Oh, God, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah. Fully aware. And I
like, no.
I was like, oh my God. My pants are down in front of a male. It was a male doctor.
Of course.
They always remember that. But, so I was at my grandma's. Everything seemed to happen I was at my grandma's. And my older cousin, he's only like not even a year older than me, but he had a bike, brand new bike, and he was jumping over like a log. We were in a basketball court.
Okay. And
there was like a huge cut log. Don't know where the fuck it came from, why it was there.
But he was just chopping lumber.
And he was jumping it somehow with his bike. And I was like, oh, I can do that. Let me try. And
oh no.
I tried to jump over the log, and the handlebars turned, and the little brake handle went into my bikini line.
Oh my God. And you needed stitches?
Yeah, it busted a hole up in there.
Ew. I remember. Oh my God. Do you have a scar?
Yeah. It's just like, it's it's like white, but it didn't hurt. At first I'm like, I wasn't crying, and then I just remember like my grandma saw it or something, and she came like coming over because she was across the street. Yeah, I think she saw it happen or something. I don't know, but she came over and she like looked, and then I saw it, and I saw it was a hole in my like leg, kind of up my bikini line, and then I started crying because I was like, oh my God. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's terrifying. It's like you're seeing it after the fact. You can't even think about it happening. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, it's pretty gross to see the inside, like the muscle and all that.
You saw that?
Yeah, like you could see, like it's just.
Oh my God.
It was pretty gross. It was, it's about this big, like 3-4 inches.
My God.
I think I had 5 stitches total, but it was pretty gross. It was really gross.
That sounds so painful. I don't think I've heard that story.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, just imagine just like a little
brake handle,
a metal brake handle just stabbing your shit.
I used to get mad when I would like hit the handlebars trying to do whatever I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Just hit them with your pelvis. Like, can't even imagine going in.
Yeah.
I thought she was jumping over the fence because I've seen many of groin incidents.
What?
With people jumping over the
You've
fence.
You've seen that?
Well, I like watch fail videos. People just getting their shit wrecked.
Yikes. No, it was not that. It was
still
a bicycle.
Though.
Yeah, that was pretty gross. But that was my only stitches.
Did you try and like comfort you? Like, oh God.
I don't remember what happened.
My bike is getting taken away.
Like, my fucking bike. Trying to wreck my bike, dude.
Trying to wreck my bike.
So last time I let you borrow my bike.
Probably, honestly.
Oh God, no.
Oh no. COVID. Cover your damn mouth.
I just don't know how not to choke on my spit.
She has too much saliva. Just too much.
Ew, I'm sorry. Now I'm red and embarrassed.
The next thing I think I already talked about before when I got my foot stuck in the spokes of the bike wheel.
You've told me before, yeah.
Oh, I thought I told this place. Maybe I didn't.
I don't know.
We were on a bicycle.
I think this is a crazy story.
Me and my brother again. I don't know how old we were.
Bicycle built for two.
Yeah. I wrote here that I was under 10 for sure. And we were just going down our road. I think we were going to go to Mommy Bay, but we never made it. But like 100 feet. And
that's like a long bike ride though, still.
Yeah, it's about an hour, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Just us. And he's like, I need to check the tires for air. And we had already left, and so I was like, what does that mean? Like, okay. And he's like, yeah, we'll just turn around and check the tires. And I heard turn around and check the tires, not like we'll turn around and go back and check the tires.
Oh.
So I turned around on my seat on the back of this bike and was like gonna go reach down to like check the tire. I'm dumb. And then my foot got like swept away just into it.
Ew.
And I like got flipped off the bike and we fell over and he's like, oh my God. And my foot was just in it. Like it was all wrapped in spokes? Yeah, in between the spokes. And
oh my gosh.
He freaked out and he like ran into the road and like flagged down a car.
Really?
Yeah, and he's like, I need you to take me home, or I need you to call 911 or something. Like she's just lying there. I couldn't get it out.
Oh my God.
I was crying because I'm a big baby. And then my uncle, he was like part of the fire department, so he was like an EMT or new EMTs or something. And he drove by and he cut my foot out of the spokes, and
oh boy,
nothing happened. Like it was just sprained, probably. The same foot. My left foot, just a pain in the ass. It was probably just sprained or something. And
that's so like, creepy to think about your whole foot just getting like sucked in and just like
I was just, I don't know, probably knocked out, just like, whoa. What?
Whoa.
Yeah. Then there's like an after story that has nothing to do really with my injury, but my brother ran back to the store and he was like at one of the order windows and he was like, Mom, Angela's foot stuck in the spokes and I called and we got somebody. And she's like, what? I need to go. And so she got Papa, but Papa wanted to go because my uncle was down there. So Papa's my grandpa. And he went down there to see me and he was watching them cut my foot out of the spokes. And he came back to give my mom an update he was crying. He was like, they had to cut it off. And oh my God! And she's like, they had to cut her foot off? Like, I need to go out there. And Like, that's, like, just the weirdest game of telephone, you know? And so when my mom finally got to see me after, I think they took me to the hospital or something, and she's like, oh, my God, you have your foot? And I was like, yeah.
Jesus Christ, to just all of a sudden your kid's on a bike and
now she doesn't have a foot.
Yeah, no, she doesn't have a foot. Like, oh, my gosh.
So
is that how life is, to have a kid? I can't imagine.
I don't think so.
Nervous wreck all the time.
In a bubble. I would not be able to have the life I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happened.
That's
Any
great.
more bike stories?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Well,
how else do you ride a bike unless you're not getting hurt?
You always get hurt. But it was mostly skinning the fuck out of my shins and my knees because my bike pedals had, like, those knobs.
Oh.
Those, like, metal knobs. And I was always catching them, like, along my shins.
Oh.
And just, I have scars. Like,
God.
just so
Did you have,
much.
like, a BMX bike?
Yeah.
With, like, the pegs on the back and stuff?
Yeah, kind of more like that.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't allowed to have one of those.
Well, I always got hurt on it, so probably
makes sense.
for the best. But I love that bike. But I skin my shins all the time.
Shinned my skin.
Skin my shin my skin. And
yeah. Oh, so many.
Oh, and also talking about skinning things. Gross. We used to have those. We had a concrete. I don't know what you call it, like a construction place, and they made concrete tunnel. I don't know. We'd always call them the tunnels, concrete tunnels.
Oh, yeah.
Those like pipes that are made out of concrete or whatever. Mm-hmm. And we'd always jump on them when you're not supposed to. And I was jumping around on them. I had flip flops on, and I tried to jump between like a huge gap in them, and I slid my flip flop broke, and my toe just went. And I just skinned all of the bottom of my toe off. My big toe. It was gone. Oh. It was disgusting. And I told my mom I accidentally put my foot down on the street and my flip-flop broke, and it just, which, I mean, I think that's a pretty good lie.
She did not buy it.
That makes sense, right? She's knew. Like, you were fucking jumping around on those fucking concrete things again, weren't you?
With those tubes.
And have you stubbed your toe?
Oh, yeah.
And, like, I used to stub my toe so often, and it always seemed to just, like, explode. like, would it bust open and bleed?
Yeah.
Disgusting. Why does that happen?
God, that's so funny.
I think I did that because we did a bunch of renovating in our house that I grew up in, and we had, like, this weird platform step up into our kitchen, and because it used to come down into like a back room and then our garage, and we turned that into a living room and then like a mud room, and it was like a huge step up, and I would try and run and jump up, and just I fucking always knocked my big toe on it and just burst open, and just like it was disgusting.
It's so funny. Just burst open.
Just your big toe just bursting open.
Yeah. It was a birthday party. A lot of my injuries happened around my birthday. I don't know why. And just probably showing off. And I don't know what I was doing, dancing or something, and I like turned around real quick, and my toe just didn't turn around with my foot, and it just fucking like broke. You broke
your toe just by turning around?
Yeah. I don't know what happened. It got caught. It didn't come with my foot. And then it swole. It like was swollen, like huge. And I was like having so much pain, and it was right before my party had started or people started to arrive.
Oh no.
And then like they got there, and I had this one friend, I won't say any names, but she just kept stepping on that toe the whole night.
On accident?
I don't know anymore. I'm like thinking about it now. I'm like, I think she knew. And
Jesus.
And yeah, it just was so bad, and then it turned black. And I was like,
that's terrifying.
They would like mess with me, like, oh, your toe's just gonna fall off.
Some sepsis going on.
I know, and I'm like, ah. Yeah, it turned black, and then the nail fell off.
Did you go see a doctor about it?
No, because look, when I asked him, like, do I have to go see anybody? I hated going to the hospital. I, hated it. I was so scared. I didn't want anything to happen. And they're like, no, I don't think so, because if it's broken, they're not going to do anything. There's nothing they can do for you, really.
Yeah.
Just elevate it, put ice on it, and I didn't do that.
I feel like I also broke a toe, but I didn't tell anybody. Where I really fucked up one of my toes, jumping down a bunch of stairs. Okay, we had a lot of jumping accidents. I didn't tell anybody. Like, I didn't tell my mom. I just remember suffering in pain for a while and, like...
just going to bed that night, like, my fucking toe.
Yes, it was always at night. My mom would be like, good night. And I'd be like, good night. My fucking shit hurts. I didn't want to tell her.
Get you anything?
And it's funny because it was... my best friend growing up, her mom was watching us do this. We were at the Super 8, and she worked there, and we were jumping down the steps, taking pictures of ourselves, trying to get mid-air pictures. And I landed on my toe fucking hard, and I'm pretty sure I broke my shit or did something to it.
It's always with your friends. I don't know what it is, but... what were we even doing? Like, making up stupid dances and recording it, trying to get mid-air photos. Like,
you don't have to jump down a fucking huge flight of steps to get mid-air photos.
And then you don't know what to do. You're like, no, it's not that bad. And then you try not to show it in front of their parents because you're like, they're going to tell my parents.
I'm pretty sure she saw, and she never told my parents, so thank God.
She's like, fuck that toe up.
Yep.
She's going to have to live with that.
No, she's like, I also don't want to get in trouble with her parents. Because I was letting it happen, so I'm not going to say anything either.
Right. Yeah. It's so funny, though. We can have completely different childhoods and still have those same occurrences. Yeah. I'm sure everyone has tried to get a mid-air photo.
Oh, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
You always look cool jumping downstairs, right?
The stairs are in the photo, and you're like, it's fine.
I think that was the point. Like, I just jumped down those steps.
Broke my toe.
Broke my toe doing it, but I got a cool picture.
Oh, my God. Yeah. What else happened? This one I wrote, fractured my ring finger. Don't remember how.
Can't even remember how. Just know you did it.
Yeah, I know I had the, cast on.
We broke the same finger.
Yeah. So strange.
I broke this ring finger, why I was in a bowling alley, I don't know. So I was also pretty young, and I was by myself.
Under 10.
Yeah. Everything's under 10, right? And
10, you're in what grade?
The math.
The math. We're 14 when we're...
No, wait, younger. 6th grade?
Math. Yeah, 6, probably.
Something like that. And I was in a bowling alley by myself, bowling. Don't know how I paid for it. Don't know why I was doing it by myself. I don't know.
Yourself?
And
probably on a Tuesday night.
Oh, yeah. It was empty. It was weird, but...
Nobody's even at the bowling alley. It's just
I think I was the only one bowling.
No one works there either.
Nobody would help me. And I went to...
It was closed, actually. I don't know how she got in.
I don't know. The bar was it was connected to a bar, and the bar was open. I might have just snuck over. I don't know what happened. And I went to sort through the balls in the ball return. Yet? I think I was. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was, and I was looking. I was waiting for the ball to come back. In the ball return, and I was messing around with the other balls or something. I don't know. And I had my finger on one, and the other ball came in through the ball return and just smashed it into the other bowling ball that was already there. And it was fucked. Oh my gosh. Hello.
Just fucking up our show today.
It's messing up my story. Jesus, if only you could see that face.
He's probably drunk.
Yeah, already. He's only drinking an energy drink.
We're not sure.
Wow, okay. He's really holding that pose. You're
going to have to cut this out.
Damn you, Brandon. And it bruised up really bad, and the guy at the bowling alley gave me a pack of ice.
Side-eye looking at it.
I know, I can't. And eventually I think they let me call my mom. and she came and picked me up.
They let her.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're like, stop crying.
I think they were like, I think it might have been a payphone, and I didn't have any money, and so eventually they're like, okay, like they gave me a quarter or some shit, or they let me use their phone.
Here's a quarter.
Yeah, and called my mom.
How far away is this bowling alley?
Oh, it was just down in like the main street area.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Is it still there? I didn't see it.
Might be. It's like alley 11. I don't know. It was something weird like that.
Anyway, sorry. Details that don't matter.
And, yeah, broke that finger, turns out. And just... But you had, like, the full thing.
Yeah, I got the full thing.
I just had, like, the...
My doctors cared.
Maybe I just didn't break it as bad. I just know.
Fractured it.
Maybe that's all I did. I don't know.
You probably broke it, and they're like, just tape it together.
Yeah, just tape. Yeah, just tape these two fingers together.
I mean, that's what mine eventually
I had, like,
became.
the metal splint thing. It was only, like, the length of the finger. And
I had that after. Whatever was going on here.
That's, like, a whole thing.
I don't know. They were really concerned.
Yeah. They're like, don't want it to break further.
Yeah. And I think it fucked up my pinky, because now it's so hard for my pinky to go back to, like, I don't know.
I think Clay breaking his hand fucked up his pinky.
Well, that was, like, later in life, too.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
everything's settled by then, and then he just fucked it up.
He fucked it up, and now it's, like, really... He punched a tree.
He punched
a tree while he's being drunk and stupid, so, but...
Drink responsibly, kids.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny.
We have so many
bowling by yourself
stories that like I broke that finger. Like I got like this. We both got stitches.
We all have the same stories.
Well, you've never fucked up your back though, like I have.
No. Thank God.
God.
On some fucking wood.
It's not fun.
I can't deal. I don't think I would be a big baby.
It's so weird how you, like, take for granted just being able to sit up and move your back and walk around until you can't, and then you're like, I would probably die if this was, like, permanent.
I do that same thing. I know this isn't the same thing, but whenever I get sick and my nose gets plugged, I always think back, like, I'll take better care. I won't regret the day.
Take for granted you're breathing
through my nose. Like, just let me breathe through my nose again.
I know. Or just like a normal sleep without like mouth breathing all night.
Then your throat's dry and it's sore. Yeah.
Yep.
I always think about that when I get sick. I'm like, oh my God, just let me breathe. I won't take it for granted anymore.
And then you do. And then you just forget.
Every time. It's just a cycle, really. Sorry, that was like a detour, but so then we get into my string of concussions.
I've never had a concussion. I can't add to this one.
Have bruised my brain many a time. I think just 3, but that's still
just 3
more than you should.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, I think the first one, oh, my mom was so pissed. I was in 6th grade. I wrote that down because I remember staying back from a field trip because I wanted to hang out with my friend who couldn't go on the field trip. And it was like some religious field trip and she wasn't going to go or allowed to go. So I was like, oh, I won't go either. And we just stayed back and we were going to play dodgeball in the gym. And it was like a weird form of dodgeball with like bowling pins where if you like knocked over the bowling pin before that person got to that base, it was like bowling pin, or it was like dodgeball. Bowling. Baseball, almost. I don't know. It was a mixture of games.
Wow.
But
Did you make up this game?
It was kickball, not dodgeball. No.
Oh, okay.
We played it in gym. And he was, like, watching the kids who couldn't go on this field trip. I'm fucking this up already. But it was kickball, but with bowling pins for the bases. And if you knocked over their bowling pin before they got there, they were out. Yeah, that was the game.
Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, like baseball, you had to run to the bases,
but you would try and knock down the
if you kicked it and you got the dodgeball, then you would try and knock down the bowling pin before they got there.
Okay.
Instead of having somebody there at the base to like tag them or whatever. But anyway, so we were playing that, and I was going in to score for my team or whatever. And someone kicked the ball, and I ran in there, and I slipped on my fucking shoe and, like, cracked my head on the gym floor.
Oh, my gosh, this is bringing up something.
I was, like, out of it for apparently 10 minutes. Knocked myself out. Don't remember, but I just remember waking up in like the locker room, and my coach just kind of like holding, in a weird way, he was just like holding my head. He's like, it's okay, you're gonna be okay, we called your mom. And it was like an hour later, my mom shows up and she's like, I have a story. Why didn't you call the ambulance? Why didn't you take her somewhere? She was knocked out for 10 minutes. You don't know what's going on with her. And like, I was pissed. So she drove me by herself to the emergency room to get checked out. And they're like, she's had a slight concussion. She seems fine. Her motor skills are, just went over the basic thing. But, I remember just waking up in the locker room, like, with my coach. Just my coach. And I was like, what the fuck happened? He's like, you've been out for like 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, we're never playing that game again.
Right.
And you ruined it for everyone.
You ruined it for everyone. Thank you, Angela.
I know, and I just felt so bad. I'm like, oh my God, I lost the game. And now we can't ever play it.
Because you slipped on your shoe.
Yeah. So dumb.
How about you can never play that game again?
Yeah, they didn't let me try out for basketball. Can't play kickball. Like, what were they trying to do to me?
Keep you sheltered.
I know. This is why I'm the way I am.
Oh my God.
What did you remember from...
You don't want to tell the rest of your concussion stories?
Oh, sure.
That one's just funny because I also was out for a while.
Didn't get a concussion, though? Just got knocked out?
I didn't tell anybody.
Knocked out. Oh my God. Jessica.
Okay, I'll tell it. I'll tell it now.
Tell anybody.
Okay, I was trying to be a good kid, and I was cleaning the windows.
I was jumping. No.
Well,
you're cleaning the windows.
I was cleaning the windows on the inside, and I was using like one of those cat trees, but they were just like
They're cat trees.
Like for a cat.
Step on?
But yeah, to step on. It was just like the one with the hole at the bottom, and it was 2 levels, and it was just the round little barrel looking thing.
Okay.
And I was using that as a step stool to get to the windows, and the top like fell in, like busted in, and I fell back, and I don't know how long I was out. I was home alone, and I wake up in a pool of Windex.
Oh my God.
Just all around me. I broke the fucking Windex bottle, and I was passed out for I don't know how long.
Oh my God.
And I didn't tell anybody because I was afraid I was going to get in trouble for using the cat tree
hell
thing.
Yeah, you'd get in trouble. But damn, you probably did.
I probably had a slight concussion, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm okay.
You woke up, you're like, oh, what the fuck?
I was like, just like drenched in Windex.
Thank God it wasn't blood. You could have died.
I was home alone. What if I cracked my head open?
My God, you wouldn't have told anybody. Guarantee.
Wouldn't be here.
Called grandma. Nobody was watching me.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah, that's insane. Mm-hmm. Wow. My next concussion was, let me see what I wrote before I just look it up. So dodgeball. Oh, I didn't write concussion, but I got a concussion in softball. Sports, man. Mm-hmm. They just fuck you up. I was a catcher, and I had taken my mask off for some reason. Don't remember why. And I think I was throwing to second to get somebody out, and somebody was coming in because I'm an idiot. I was like, oh, I don't need to save them. They can score a point. I'll just get down to second. And they like took my legs out. Legs out. I freaking whopped my head on her helmet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like on top of her, and passed out on top of her. Just like, she's like, get this dead body up. This fucking dead ass weight.
To have seen that from the outside, just like watching you.
My mom, she usually sat behind me watching the games, and she's like, you just went down. Just went down. That poor girl, she didn't stand a chance. She came running to the door to get in. She's like, that's my daughter.
Oh yeah,
that's my daughter. And they're like, she's fine, she's up. I was sitting on the bench, and like my coach was giving me water, and he's like, I think you got dehydrated, and you probably, Kennedy would always try and save me from heat exhaustion, or what is that? Yeah. So she would always put,
heat
like...
stroke?
Heat stroke. She would always put, like, water on my wrists and, like, on my neck before we would start a game.
Oh, that's cute.
And, like, she was still there, like, dabbing me. I'm like, I'm fine.
Keep her cool down.
She's like, you've already had one. We don't know what this means for you.
She's so nervous for you.
No, she was so nervous. She's like, you're my only friend. You cannot die.
You can't die. I thought you died there.
You died on that girl. Yeah, I don't know who it was, but yeah, I just, well, bam!
Oh my god.
Like, right onto her helmet. She's probably like, what the fuck?
Don't come right at me and try and take me out, bitch.
Took out my knees.
I wasn't even throwing to get you out. You could have just easily walked around me and just, like, stepped on the fucking plate.
Slide in with her spikes.
Jesus.
Right, you know, the cleats.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was the second one.
So you got a concussion. You, like, went to the hospital after that? And
we waited till the end of the game.
Oh, nice.
I didn't like the hospital. I would not let my mom take
played?
me.
You kept playing?
No, I didn't play. I just sat on the bench and complained about my head.
Like, oh my god.
Fucking hurts.
Oh my gosh. No.
Yeah. And then that was, I think, the end. I mean, I had other injuries. There was some sort of ankle injury, a knee, probably just like softball? A knee. Yeah, with softball. But then my other concussion was kind of like probably the biggest
that was scary.
Injury I had, and she was my friend. We were just starting
starting to be friends.
I was just turned 16, just got my license, was going to my birthday
party. Like 2 days after your license,
yeah, 2 days after. Yep. And
brand new car.
I know.
Shit.
I was driving one of my other best friends to my birthday party, and for some reason I turned down a road that was not my own because we had to go back to her house, and she lived near me but not on my road. And normally you would turn onto my road and then we'd go down to the end, but instead I turned at the road before mine, which ends and you still have to make like an extra jog. Didn't make any sense. But I just remember her asking, like, why did you turn down this road? And I was like, I don't know. Thought it would be faster. And then I blew through a stop sign and got T-boned.
It's just like the timing. Like it had to just happen just in that timing. And it, like, you had to turn down that road. You had to, like,
we had just picked up Subway.
The sign, yeah.
I was picking up things to go to my party. I had a boyfriend.
Yeah, we were waiting for you.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was and the car, I don't know, flipped, got into the ditch.
Yeah, so like you were coming this way and the other car was coming this way, and you like kind of, or did the other car like hit
I think it hit me.
Hit you on the side?
Yeah.
Like your driver's side?
On the driver's side, yeah.
Like up front where you were, or back further?
I think up front.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I don't know.
I had a small car, so
yeah, it was like a Cube or something, right?
It was a Honda Fit.
Oh, a Honda Fit.
Really small car, and they thought I was dead, so they weren't working on me because I wasn't moving. I got knocked out.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they were.
Wouldn't you think that's who you would focus on? The person that's knocked out?
I don't know.
Checking to make sure you're alive?
This is just what I was told.
Right. You're not conscious.
Friend. Yeah, I wasn't conscious. I was knocked unconscious. And so the friend who was with me, her mom was there, showed up there because they called her because my friend was conscious. And they, like, got her out of the door or the window, like, had to use, like, the jaws of life to get the doors off.
Even for her side?
I think so.
Wow. Oh, because you maybe flipped?
We maybe flipped into... We were in a ditch.
You're in the ditch, yeah. Yeah, you got in the ditch.
And then her mom saw my arm twitch, I guess, and she's like, she's moving! Get her
she's
out!
Alive!
Get her out!
Jesus Christ.
They finally got me out.
I can't believe they thought you were dead.
Yeah, that's what... my friend's mom was telling my parents after the fact.
Oh my God.
She's like,
so scary.
I saw her arm move and I made sure they got her. And so yeah, I was life flighted to the hospital. Sounds kind of cool, but I was...
Didn't you say they cut your favorite pair of shorts off?
Yeah. I don't know if anyone remembers these shorts, but I do. They were like highlighter green. They had pink edges.
I clearly remember these shorts.
Knee-high socks.
Always. Oh, yeah. This was Angela in high school.
I know.
Like,
they
not
were basketball
in
shorts, you know? Like a netted short.
Like the summer. Dumb. High school Angela in the summer.
God, I was the epitome of fashion, really.
Always mismatched color. It's just, she was wild.
Just wild, but not like wild like you. Just more tame.
What do you mean wild like me?
Jumping on things and...
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
I think you're like a daredevil. You were trying to hang with the boys.
Oh, when I was a kid,
very daredevil-y. Yeah, when you were a kid. That's what I mean.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was, for sure.
Had a concussion.
They kept me out. Bruised up.
Yeah, I was bruised. They kept me out, like in a coma for, I think, a day. Just to be safe. I had like the fucking neck brace on. I just remember waking up and
my gosh.
I was like, what the fuck? What day is it? What am I?
Do you remember anything?
I just remember waking up. My brother was trying to feed me some pudding and it was just going all over my face.
Oh my gosh. You don't remember anything like while you were, like, when you guys hit?
No.
No?
I just remember a few moments before. The last words I spoke basically were, I don't know why we turned on this road. I thought it would be faster. And that's the last part I remember. And I don't know when that happened because I haven't actually talked to the person that was in this accident with me for a long time. Yeah, she dislocated her thumb and but probably bruised up. She still is small.
She's a small little
She was a small
girl.
little thing. Probably worked in her favor a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Being in that small car. But, yeah, she's okay. She made it out all right. But we haven't spoken in a long time about it. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just remember being there. And
could have been a lot worse, I think. I could have broken a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But I just remember somebody got a call or like we were waiting for a while and we're like, what is happening? Like, where is she?
How did we have that day off together?
I think it was on purpose because it was your birthday.
Yeah, true.
And yeah, I think we were just like, what do we do? You know, like we weren't sure if we should go. Like all of us go to the hospital and you were, like in a coma anyway. So we were like, oh my God. Like it was just a weird thing.
Yeah, I had a cabin for the night. We were all going to stay the night in the cabin and have fun. And I remember a friend of mine who was going to be at that party or was at the party, he gave me my card later, my birthday card, and he had written in it, like, don't get in an accident on your way here.
Are you serious?
He's like, I felt so bad about it. I didn't want to give you the card.
He jinxed your ass.
I know. It's like, don't feel bad. I probably would have wrote something funny too, you know.
Wow. That's weird.
That's what I said. I was like, are you psychic?
He's psychic.
He said he immediately felt bad and wanted to rip up the card when he heard. And I was like, it's okay.
Wow.
I don't know. And
you were there for how long in the hospital?
I think I got to go home on the 23rd, and that happened on the 21st. The afternoon of the 21st. Yeah. I was lucky. I got to walk out. I didn't have any broken bones. I just had, I have a few scars from the window crashing in and the concussion.
Yeah.
Just my brain's bruised. It's fine.
Jesus, your poor head. You just need to wear a helmet everywhere.
Wear a helmet. Life's tough.
You know they say you should wear a helmet in a car.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they say you should wear a helmet in a car.
Probably shouldn't drive the car. Car's just like a giant bomb
anyway.
Yeah,
it really is. Cars are so scary. I think that's one of my... I'm afraid of dying is my biggest overall fear, but I'm afraid of it being an accident.
Funny. But it's just like, I'm afraid of dying.
Just dying. But yeah, it being an accident, like a car accident or just something like that didn't need to happen. That's like a huge fear of mine. So car accidents are scary.
Yeah, but even if you're like just walking, you could be in a car accident. You could get hit by a car. Yeah. And
right.
It's like
any sort of accident.
Hard to avoid.
So scary.
That kind of
life
death,
is scary.
I guess. Yeah. So that was the biggest one that happened when I was a sophomore in high school. Mm-hmm. And right after that, I think, is when we became really close friends.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I feel like we were getting there at that point, but that definitely was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I was pretty scared.
I remember Kennedy came to the hospital and she brought me this giant stuffed cow.
Oh.
I used to like cows. Like, used to be my favorite animal. I mean, they're still really cute.
I think cows are one of my favorite animals.
Yeah, and she brought me this stuffed cow, and I was so happy. I was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah. I still feel bad to this day that I didn't go.
You were working.
I had to keep that DG's running. No, okay.
It's okay. Weirdly enough, I think I was told came to visit me.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, never mind. We'll cut that out.
You just full on first and last name.
I did. I'm sorry. I just thought it was odd. Like, he was in band with me, and we were not close.
Oh.
Not close, but he was just not someone I talked to often.
Maybe he had a crush on you, and it was unknown.
No. He's older than me. He was probably dating someone. I was dating someone. Well, someone he was in percussion with. So he was in percussion with my ex.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we're going to cut that name out so that I'm not embarrassing
I might try
myself.
to do a bleep. I don't know. We'll see. I can't work.
We'll cut that out too.
I can't edit. Yeah, we'll just cut all of this.
All right. What other things have you fucked up in your body? Anything?
Well, I have more, but we'll just do the car accident I've been in. Because I've only been in one car accident.
We're just giving and taking.
Yeah. This happened in 2016. So how old were we? I don't know. 21?
21. We just turned 21.
Yeah.
Depending on the time.
It was in August. Yeah. So I was on a trip in college to national parks. And we were out west in Arizona. And we were on our way to our next stop. And we were in a 12, 15 passenger van. We had 2 of those and then a pickup truck. And we were in front in the van. And I was in the middle of the bench seats. So there's 3 bench seats in the back. And then I was in the middle by myself sleeping. I didn't put my belt on.
My belt.
My seatbelt. I didn't have a seatbelt on because I laid down sleeping like an idiot. And all of a sudden, it was a long stretch of just two-way, right? Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
One lane. And all of a sudden, I hear somebody yell, "Watch out." Really loud. And
oh, God.
It woke me up. I tried to sit up out of my seat and my first thought was, we're going to hit an animal. Mm. And I was like, oh no, not an animal.
Bracing yourself.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was a big, a deer or some, we were in, I don't know, Arizona. I was just not sure.
Hit it and go over it. That's what you kind of were picturing.
I thought we were just going to hit a big animal or something. And I was like, oh no, not an animal. And before I could even sit up to look, we were swerving. Apparently I had to hear this afterwards because I didn't see anything and I was sleeping. There had been a car trying to pass in the other lane coming towards us, and they didn't give us enough, they pretty much came out right in front of us before we had time. Before they could get back into their lane. And so the driver of our van swerved into oncoming traffic, and because they were in our lane. And then when he tried to come back into our lane, he caught the shoulder, I guess, or something, and we just took off and just rolled.
Oh,
and that other car just didn't stop.
He didn't stop? No. He watched you guys, you flipped, right? Rolled?
Yeah, we rolled, yeah. And he didn't stop. He kept going. Or that driver of that car kept going.
You, sir, are an ass.
Or ma'am, whoever
you are.
So this area is pretty touristy, so who knows who it was.
It was an accident. Either way, you could have stopped to make sure you guys are okay.
Right, but also I think the mindset of the EMT that was talking to us was it could have been somebody who is in from a different country, and driving at different countries is different, and that happens a lot.
Confused.
And it could have been that, but it could have been somebody from here, and they knew that they would be in a lot of trouble probably if they hadn't stopped. So yeah, I would never be an idiot to even try and pass like that.
Before you even attempt to pass on that kind of
it was
road.
Such a busy, it was car, like, we were just in a long stream of cars. Like, it was too busy even to attempt that, but... So, yeah, we rolled.
That's insane.
And...
So he didn't get hit, or that car didn't get hit at all?
Thankfully, he was fast enough to get over and back, because if we had done a head-on collision, I don't think it would have been good. Like, nobody was seriously hurt.
That's lucky.
Thank God.
Were you the only one not wearing a belt?
No, I was not. There was 2 people in the back together. They both weren't wearing a belt. And then there was 2 people in front of me, and the one on the right wasn't wearing a seatbelt. So I remember after we rolled, we landed on the driver's side of the van.
Okay.
And the girl sitting in front of me, she had been wearing, one of the girls in front of me was wearing a belt, and she's like, I'm stuck. And so I reached over and I like pushed on her seatbelt, and like I'm like, okay, ready, and I pushed it, and she fell, down to the side and got out. And I remember like freaking out because like the whole time we were flipping, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to die in a car accident. Like, oh my God,
What were you doing? Were you like arms out, or were you
I have
tense?
No idea.
You don't remember? Yeah,
no idea. I just remember like, I don't want to fucking die. I don't want to fucking die. And I was like, it was almost like I was waiting to feel something, like waiting to like get, I don't know, hit by something or
wind knocked out of you, knocked out or something.
I don't think I hit anything. I don't remember, but I remember landing with my back against the seat, like where the bottom of the seat is, and like the front or like the rest of the seat was on my left. I reached over, let her out of the seatbelt, and like my feet were on the glass of the side. And I remember trying to, like, grab all my stuff at first. Like, I'm, like, trying to collect my things. Everything was everywhere, all over the place. And then I just remember, like, thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Just get out of it. Just get out of this vehicle.
Yeah, because it could catch on fire.
Right, I'm like, I don't even know where we are, what happened.
The fluids, like, in the van.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it could.
It was stupid of me, but I stopped. I stopped myself, and I got out.
So... when it flipped, were you were still laying down? Did it flip?
I had started to come up, and like before I could get up, I was like back and forth, and then we started. And we went
was it towards like your feet side first, or was it head first?
It was like we rolled on the sides. Okay. We didn't roll like.
Right. But
I think it went sideways, like this. Right? I think it might have gone to the right. Okay. Onto like the passenger side of the vehicle,
and then we
ended up on the driver's side. I'm not sure. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Would that have happened like that?
Like you were swerving over here, and then he was swerving back and flipped like this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I think.
And how many of you were in there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you had a caravan of people following you, right?
So they pulled off like behind us, and I remember getting out.
Were they freaking out?
Oh yeah, I remember getting out of the van finally, and just one of the girls, her name was Jessica too, and I just remember like she was like crying, and she just like hugged me for like a long time.
Was she the one that was like stuck?
No, she was in the other another vehicle. She saw it, and yeah, she was like crying, and we were like hugging for a while, and then I like saw the girl that I had let out of the seatbelt. She had gone up to the street, kind of like on the shoulder of the street, the road, and so I like sat next to her and tried to use my phone and didn't have service. I might have used her phone to like, I don't know, I might have messaged you at that moment. I tried.
I can't remember if it was message, text, or something. I remember getting a call or a text about it, and I was ready to go anywhere that I needed to go. I was ready like, to get that where are ticket. You? What's going on? Like, where are you? Where are they taking you? I will come.
Yeah, I think it was honestly a Native American reservation we were driving through.
Man.
And,
so you had to go pretty far.
Yeah, so we eventually had 3 ambulances come and I don't know. I hate the ambulances. It sounds so weird.
Yeah.
And
I think that's right though.
A couple, like 2 people went in one, maybe. I don't know. Eventually the EMT woman was like, does anybody else need to go? Does anybody need to take the ride? And I'm sitting here, hadn't felt anything. before that moment. Yeah. And then it was weird. It was like I just let myself like go within and feel my body finally, and just like try and feel and make sure everything was okay. And all of a sudden my chest just started hurting really bad. I'm like, oh God, and I got scared. I'm always like, chest pain.
Checked.
Yeah, so I took that ride, which was awkward. I don't want to do it ever again.
Yeah, I hate.
They ask you like, is there a possibility that you could be pregnant? Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, because I didn't think I'd had sex since after my last period, so I thought, no, right? And then I get to the doctor, and she's like, there's always a possibility, even if you've had sex within the last 9 months, there's a possibility you could be pregnant. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Okay. They didn't do anything for me there. She asked me to pee in a cup, and I did. And she's like, there's some blood in it. Just go to the doctor when you get back home. I didn't.
That's so weird.
It was weird. She's like, just take ibuprofen. And it was fine, Right. There was a lot of people with like cuts and scrapes, and, everybody was sore, I'd say.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We kept going. We finished the trip.
Wow.
I was happy we did. I was
did
okay
either way. Did
you
a new van, or did that van work?
We had a rental vehicle.
Oh, wow.
And it was like a minivan, and it was not as comfortable. That's for sure.
Yikes.
So, and I think I lost some things. It wasn't anything important, but I lost my raincoat, and there was a CD in the CD player that our professor lost, and he was kind of sad about that. But I think we got lucky.
Yeah, you did, and that is just crazy. Like, amazing.
Car accidents
crazy.
are just scary.
Yeah, terrifying.
When
she called me, I think eventually you got your phone to work and you called me about it. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh my God, you flipped?
I know.
What?
I think I just texted Clay, and he's like, he didn't understand the severity of it. And then I sent him pictures, and he's like, what the fuck?
You took pictures of it?
I didn't.
Oh, someone had.
It was kind of weird. Other people had. I might have taken one, but like, there was a group of people, some of them were in the vehicle, some weren't, that took a picture like smiling in front of it. It was weird.
That is very weird.
I find it a little weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I was sent photos of my car accident afterward too, and I was.
Your car looked like crazy.
I know. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
And we had like messed up some lady's yard. I wanted to say yard, and then I tried to say lawn, so it came out yarn. Yarn. Yeah, messed up her yard, and she was pretty upset about it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, lady. Like, it's not, nobody intended on that happening. So
definitely not in my plans.
Fuck your yard. Jesus. Yeah, so. Ooh, I hope to never get in another car accident ever in my life.
Yeah. Nope. I haven't since, thankfully.
Yeah. Me either.
Jesus Can't say I've been a better, driver, but...
Yeah, there's been an incident or two that you've...
Oh, yeah. We've talked about it.
A couple of rear
Not
ends.
as bad, though. Yeah.
No, nothing serious.
God. Exposed.
Did your parents say anything about that?
No.
Oh my gosh. Do you think they listen? They might not listen.
They probably didn't listen.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's about it. I lost a toenail once.
Sorry. Yeah, it's bad. I lost a toenail.
Who hasn't lost a toenail or
back
fingernail?
in Nam. Sorry.
I was with...
Who hasn't lost a toenail?
With another kid. We were at the park, and we were carrying around like a big 4x4, I think, but it was like a huge long board.
Why?
I don't know.
You just find these pieces of wood, and you're like, yes.
We're going to carry it around.
I'm going to jump that tree, and I'm going to carry that 2x4.
All the things. And he let go.
Like, you have a bunch of toys to play with, but you're no. This giant piece of wood? Yes.
I was a little older. Like,
a little older. Old enough to
still
know.
Under 10, probably.
Okay, maybe not then.
But he let go of it, and I couldn't hold it, and I dropped it too, and it landed right on my foot.
Ooh.
And it was like one of the, I don't know the names of the toes, but it was like one in the very middle, maybe. Like your middle finger of the foot.
Of the toe. Of the foot.
Or maybe the one right next to the pinky. One of those two. And it didn't fall off right away. It, like, turned weird color, and, like, I could lift it from this middle, you know, like, from under the bottom. And I had fun with it. I loved it. I was just, like, lifting it up, and then eventually, like, the one corner came out. And then I remember it came off because we were having dinner, and our dining room used to have, like, carpet. And I dropped a ketchup bottle, and I went down to go grab the ketchup bottle from the floor, and my toenail caught on the carpet and ripped off.
Oh, God.
But it needed to come off.
It needed it.
And I tried to keep my stitches. I tried to keep my toenail.
Keep your stitches?
They gave them to me, like, taped to a popsicle stick.
Why?
I wanted to keep them, probably. And
they let you keep them?
The tape did not last, and so they just started disappearing. You know what's even worse is I tried to take my toenail to a show and tell in 4th grade.
Oh my God.
And I lost it on the bus. I lost it.
Ew.
It's gone. It was gone. I was very sad about it.
That's disgusting. Imagine the bus driver, like, sweeping the bus. Like, what the fuck?
Somebody's fucking toenail.
That's a whole nail.
What the fuck are these kids doing back here?
Like, I needed that for show and tell.
I was pissed. I had nothing for show and tell. And I wonder what the teacher would have done when I pulled out a toenail for show and tell.
Ew.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
So funny.
Oh, gosh.
I had a toenail come off, too. We had a different garage when we were growing up. It was the old garage. We had, like, a club in there. Well,
oh, yeah.
I don't think I was in the club, but I tried to go there.
Who had the club?
Oh, my brother.
Oh, okay.
He and his friends had, like, a little hangout. And so I was going there to, like, mess up some stuff. I don't know.
Get in trouble.
And he was trying to clean out something, and he was moving, like, a sledgehammer. And he just, like, moved the sledgehammer. He's holding it by, like, one hand behind him, and I was right behind him.
Oh, no.
And it slipped, and it fell right on my toe.
It slipped. No.
I was like, oh! Just screamed, and he's like, oh, my God,
he's
okay.
Always hurting
okay.
You.
It's okay. Yeah. Well, what are big brothers for? This isn't an injury, but... I mean, it could have been. It could have been an injury. My parents were gone for the night. They were bowling or something. They on a bowling league. And Heather was babysitting us. And I just remember being so afraid that my brother was going to hurt me. So I ran up the stairs crying because he was yelling at me about something. Ran up the stairs and I go into my room and I slam the door and I get in the closet. And he kicks a hole through my door.
Oh my God.
Gets in my room. And like,
Jesus.
Tries to pry open the closet. And like,
He was coming for you.
I hadn't set up my closet yet. And there was like nails and staples.
Oh, no.
Like nothing happened. Like I didn't get injured, but it like fell onto me. And like, I was so scared to move, like, cause I was going to step on one.
What the fuck?
And then Heather came in and she's like, get your ass downstairs. And I was like, you didn't get me.
Oh my.
And I like carefully walked out.
He was gonna kick your ass.
He was gonna kick my ass. I don't know what I did.
Oh,
probably something bad.
The one time my brother scared me,
He scared you?
Okay, so I'm older than my brother by a couple of years, and I used to pick on my brother when I was younger. And it was when we moved here. I think he was maybe still in middle school, and I was in. Yeah, so maybe even early high school him. I don't know.
We're not sure.
He was getting older, and I punched him like on his leg, gave him like a Charlie horse, and he lost it. And he chased me down the hall, and I tried to hide in the bathroom, and this was the point where I realized my brother can kick my ass now. Well. We had batteries die on us, so...
What else can happen during this episode? We're just getting injured on all fronts.
Okay. Our pride.
You were about to tell us when you punched your brother in the thigh.
Yeah, I gave him a Charlie horse.
Charlie horse, that's
and
right.
He chased me down the hallway, and I tried to hide in the bathroom, like tried to shut the door behind me and lock it. And he busted through the door. I couldn't hold him back. And he literally he
was pissed.
He came at me. Boom! Punched in the eye.
Oh!
He punched me right in the eye.
Like full force?
I mean, I didn't have like a black eye. It was like red a little bit. It wasn't, I don't think he...
Were you pissed?
I was shocked because I saw like, it was hard enough where I saw like lights in my eye. Oh. And after that moment, I'm like, fuck, I can't fuck with him anymore. Like, it serves me right. At that point, I think my mom, if I ever even told my parents, they're like, yeah, you deserve that shit.
Don't fuck with your brother.
Yeah, don't fuck with him anymore. So.
Yeah, I got punched by Jessica once in the arm. She wasn't even trying to punch.
I would not try and punch you hard. Why would I even try to punch you at all?
It hurt.
Wow.
I mean, she is strong, but she used to be a lot stronger in your arms when you were like carrying those water buckets up.
Oh my gosh.
When you're taking care of the fish, right?
Oh.
You were just like...
That should hurt my back.
That is the reason.
Probably.
But yeah, she freaking took my arm out to lunch.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
No, I know you didn't. I think I asked you to do it. I was like, yeah, punch me.
Punch me. And then you're like,
how strong you are.
Oh, shit, never mind.
Damn it. That hurt. Yeah.
So I think the only thing is now old people stuff. Like, I have problems with arthritis in this left wrist.
I'm terrified of getting arthritis or
it's
like carpal tunnel or anything.
Well, it's not like diagnosed, but it's always after I type for, like I'll type for a day and then the next morning I'll wake up and it'll be like really like any like sort of twisting. Yeah. Like a certain way, it'll hurt all the way down. It'll be so
repetitive
painful.
motions.
Yeah. And I've had this wrist pain since 2015, because I remember first feeling it when I was working at Bath & Body Works. I remember first, like, I was cashier there for, I was, like, all over the place.
I think we should do an episode about our past jobs, because it's just so funny to me.
But I've had that wrist pain for a while. Ooh. I've had x-rays done when I had sciatica.
It's not funny.
Sciatica is a very painful thing.
No.
And that's also from not lifting properly, I think, because that was when I was also at Bath & Body Works, and I was doing a lot of lifting of, like, heavy boxes filled with liquids, like all, like, the soap and all that stuff, or heavy, the candles, so...
And she's just such a tough girl. She's like, I can
lifting.
do it!
I always think I can do more than I can, which is sad that I can't do more. But, and I can't lift. I just don't obviously know proper lifting techniques. And I was like, I had sciatica for that whole year, pretty much. It just was off and on, so painful. And
Yikes.
He took x-rays at the chiropractor for it. And
so what is sciatica? Is it?
It's like a nerve, a pinched nerve, maybe. It's a problem. It's like, it goes from your hip usually down your leg, sometimes all the way down. I didn't have it go all the way down. It just was like into my hip, a little into my leg, and it just hurts like it just hurts. Yeah. It's just so uncomfortable. It's been years.
I haven't had that either.
I haven't had it since I was at that job, and that was I last had that job in 2015. So I haven't had that in 6 years, and I really don't ever want it again. It was like I was always at the chiropractor, like. Why won't it go away? Help me. And he just pretty much took x-rays of my body and was like, here's arthritis, here's arthritis, here's arthritis. God. I have arthritis in my tailbone, and I think I know what it's from. He said any, like, high, like, if you've had, like, as trauma to a certain area, like, if you've fallen on something hard or, broken an area, you're going to likely have arthritis. And I remember falling on my tailbone so hard, I just cried. It was during basketball practice, and one of the girls stepped on my foot, and I, like, couldn't move, and it just made me fall back, and I fell so hard on my tailbone. Ooh. I cried and I cried and cried and cried. It was so painful.
Wow. You didn't even bring that up.
Yeah. And I have arthritis in my neck. I also have a straight neck.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I have problems with my neck, and so I had x-rays on them more recently.
Is
and
that good?
I have no curve. No, it's not good.
Oh.
I have no curve. Your neck is supposed to... So, like, your neck is supposed to curve like this.
Oh. Oh?
You know, like, kind of have like a C outward.
Backward.
What is that? There's convex and concave. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And my neck is just straight as fuck. And that's not normal. That's
weird.
Not good. I'm supposed to be going to chiropractor to, like, correct it. I haven't been.
You can correct that?
Yeah. I guess you can work on it. I don't know why I have a straight-ass neck, but... I just got that draft neck. I don't know. It's not good. So I have problems. I have so many problems with my bones and my joints and my back and my neck. And
I think the only old person thing that happens...
Old person thing.
Like, since getting older is just, like, bending down and then trying to get up.
The knees.
My knees just give out. They just give the fuck
They were my knees were giving out when we were working at DG.
Yeah.
It was like
I remember like bending down
knees.
to grab like candies or something and just like
can't get back
crawling
up.
back up. Like, damn.
Yeah, I don't have bad enough knees where like I never want knee surgery, neck surgery, or back surgery. Yeah. Like, no. Or hip surgery. Just please no.
Fix it up.
No surgery? That would be great. But my knees aren't good either, though.
No. Brandon was, like, we were playing charades or something yesterday, and Brandon was trying to act out something, and his knees cracked so, like, loud. I was concerned. I'm like, did something just happen? He's like, no, my knees just do that. They should not.
I don't know. Like,
my jaw. I'm always so nervous about my jaw.
You and
it's
Clay.
Just like, I don't know, offset or something. Yeah. Whenever I try to open my mouth wide or chew, do anything normal, it pulls out of socket.
Yeah, Clay has that problem too. And when he went to the dentist, they recommended him to a specialist because it's wearing away at his I don't know. It's wearing away at the bone.
Or something? Oh.
And it could cause more problems, but he don't want to go. And it's like hurts his ear and stuff.
Oh, it hurts his ear?
Yeah, it fucks with his ear.
Hurt at all. Yet, I guess.
Yeah, it bugs him a bit, but he just ignores it.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Ignore everything.
It hurts, but I'm ignoring it. Like right now, I have like this sore in my cheek. It's like I cut it, and it's so painful. But I'm ignoring it.
Oh, yeah. Right?
Yeah, because it's so painful I don't want to eat anything. Ugh. But I'm starving.
Is it a cut? Or is it like a canker sore or something? Cause
it's like a both.
I hate that. I hate those so bad. And that's another thing when you take for granted, just like when your mouth doesn't hurt, and then all of a sudden your mouth fucking hurts like you bit your tongue or you bit your lip.
Canker sore
or your cheek.
Oh,
in the summer when I'm having like fruits and like tomatoes, a lot of acidic stuff. Assy. got a lot of those assy stuff.
Acidity.
I've only had a canker sore once, and I think it was because I was eating way too many tomatoes and salsa and things like that.
I have them way too often, at least twice a month, in different areas.
All the time, even like in the winter, like all throughout the seasons.
I think so.
Shit.
I think so. And right now, like I don't know if it's a canker sore because I've never had one on my cheek.
Yeah, they're
around, like by my gums or on my lip, right here.
That's where mine was. It was like right on the lip underneath
my cheek. So I think I don't know, bit it or something, did something, and it's like
just the simplest things that just like fuck your life up.
So for granted. So for granted. Yeah. So hopefully we're not the only ones that just fucked our bodies over growing up, and
we'll be okay.
Oh, I didn't even talk about. I went rollerblading a few weeks ago. With my mom. I think
that's just the beginning. We are just getting into it.
I didn't get my safety gear.
Have you gotten it yet?
Yeah.
Okay, and now you have a sprained ankle. I'm like, when are we ever going to skate together?
That's what my mom, she's like, you need to hurry up and get better so we can get better at skating.
Aww.
I was like, okay, but honestly, it hurts. It hurts right now. But yeah, I was rollerblading and it was fine. And then we were walking back to the house on the driveway because it's like broken up asphalt pieces. And I just caught one good strip where I could roll, and I just fucking flat out on my back, knocked the wind out of me, cut up my elbow pretty good. I was just like, my mom was like, you want to use this stick to like crawl up? And I'm like, no, I don't want your damn stick. I just want to lay here for a moment.
Oh my gosh.
And I was telling Jessica earlier that, like, I miss the feeling of,
I was just reading that.
Getting the wind knocked out of me.
I hate that
like,
feeling.
I remember as a kid, like, when you hit the ground and it's just like, you get, like, a restart. I got that when I hit the driveway, and I was like, oh my God, I don't like this feeling at all.
I thought one time
it's like your lungs deflate.
Yeah, I thought I was dying. That only happened to me one really good time, and it was winter, and we were on a snow hill, and my brother pushed down like a huge ice block, and it hit my back so hard. My cousin was there too, and I just remember like
the bike cousin.
The bike cousin,
the one with the bike. Never mind.
What?
The bike that you got stuck in your hole, like when you got. Never mind. Just cut all of this.
What?
Was it the same cousin that had the bike
that got stuck?
That you hurt yourself with?
What bike did I hurt myself with?
You just told a story about the bike handle going into you.
Oh gosh, sorry. No, that's not the same cousin. Sorry.
Okay.
No. I totally forgot about that. Sorry. And I'm also getting early onset Alzheimer's. Anyways, not a joke, but also a joke.
Right.
He was like, "It's okay," and I'm like, "I can't breathe."
My God,
you know, and it was so scary. I don't know why you would have missed that.
I thought I did.
No,
and then it happened
not
again, and I was like,
"It's not a good feeling."
It's like you're like trying to breathe. Like, my mom was like, "I thought I had to get down there with you. I thought you were like." Not gonna get up.
Oh my god!
And I just like threw my body.
Nothing's funnier than in a fail video when they get the wind knocked out of them and they're just like making all these noises.
Yeah, that was me in my drive. Just like, where's the air? Where is it?
Oh my god!
Yeah. That was fun.
I want to start getting better and get to, like, a skate park, but I know we're going to hurt ourselves so bad.
I don't know if that'll be this year.
Oh, I don't think so either.
No.
I don't think so either, but, I mean, I can skate down a trail fine, but I don't know how to skate backwards.
I don't either.
And, yeah, there's a lot to learn. But maybe over, like, the winter, we could get wheels for like the skating rink and kind of start like practicing there.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But now you need to heal your sprained ankle.
I know. It's a bummer.
Fucking ankles.
Such a bummer.
Fucking body parts that we need.
Damn it.
So, all right. That was fun. Talking about injuries is always fun for some reason.
Yeah.
Not in the moment, but usually after. It's funny.
Oh, yeah. Way after.
Way after. All right. Well, say
Thanks
sorry.
for listening.
Say sorry for this another embarrassing episode.
Sorry, guys.
All right. Sorry. Bye. You should put your foot up, like...
My foot up? Where? It's nasty.
On the table, or on the... Like, we should show your injury, your current injury.
How? Just foot in your face? I hope that looks great.
This is so embarrassing. This is so stupid. This is what it looks like when they try and get thumbnails on YouTube. Like,
around, turn
and then
around,
we'll do
turn
this.
around. Get serious. These are injuries.
Get serious.
Hurt in a car. Call KNR. Oh, you don't have your headphones on.
Oh, shit.
Am I doing this alone? Serious. Yeah, that's a good... I can't. That's too high for me. Do you think we got it?